Hey YouTube, Rando here. It's going to be another Ultimate Preps video, and today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite preps. Well, maybe not one of my favorite, but it's definitely one that I'll probably use the most, and this is duct tape. This is just a little bit I had in one of my hunting packs, wrapped around one of my, whatever the hell you call it, a cork. And this is 6-inch, I believe. This is my favorite kind. This is usually what I buy, and it's an industrial strength. It's a little more expensive, but you're getting twice the duct tape because it's twice as wide. So let's go over some things you can do with duct tape. And anybody out there who's ever seen the Mythbusters episode about duct tape, man, you know there's a lot you can do with duct tape. And most of these have been used by me. Some of them haven't, but I've done a lot of research on the ones that I haven't used. First thing you can do, you can make a rope out of it by twisting itself on itself, just wrapping it around it. You can use it as backup clothesline, leashes, tie down twine, whatever. You can winterize your doors with it. Say you have a sliding glass door that's rarely used in the winter. You can seal the top and the bottom and the sides with duct tape and keep cold air from coming in. If you have a shingle that falls off your roof, you can mend it with duct tape and a piece of plywood. Cut a 1/4-inch piece of plywood to the same size as the missing shingle. Wrap it with duct tape several times and just wedge it in place. You can nail it down if you want to. It's great for camping because you can repair holes in your tents, holes in your air mattresses, things like that. You can also use to string up food if you had to, keep out of bear's reach, whatever. We're not really in bear country down here, so I don't really have to worry about that. But you can use it as a like a fly trap, kind of like the sticky tape. It's double-sided what they use, but all you do is you just tape about 5-10 pieces of duct tape to themselves and make a ring out of it with the sticky side out, and then hang it next to a light, and the bugs that come into the light will get stuck. Then you just throw it out like you would fly tape. That's the name of what I was looking for. It's good for boots. You can winterize your boots. You can make them waterproof. Just line the bottoms of them with duct tape. It'll create a waterproof seal, and the reflective surface will reflect body heat back into your feet. So you can use it to fix a vacuum, crack or leaky air coming through your vacuum hoses. You can duct tape it. Leaky shower arms, things like that, of course. I use it to customize my tools. The tools I don't like the grips on, either they're not cushion enough or they're not thick enough. I'll fix it with duct tape. I'll make them thicker, or I'll make them more, cushiony with duct tape. Also, on vacuums, if you use older vacuum or whatever that has bags, disposable bags, you can cut the bag open, empty it, and then duct tape it back up and reuse it. If you don't have another one and it's full, something like that. It's not something I would do every time, but it's been done around here before. So you can use it to remove splinters. Most people don't know that. You can also use masking tape, or not masking tape, but the clear packing tape, whatever the hell it's called. But duct tape works better because it has more glue. You just cut off a piece and just gently press it around the affected area. Leave it for a while, most times overnight even. And when you pull that piece of duct tape off, that glue actually draws out that wood out of your finger, and it'll come off on the duct tape. I've done this before. I've popped my pool liner. We have a above ground saltwater pool, so it eats ladders pretty quickly. They don't make a good ladder for a saltwater pool for some reason, and it busted. The ladder busted one day with my kids going up both at the same time, because they just deteriorate in that salt water, and it punctured the side of my pool. We let it drain down and then passed the hole, and then took a little bit more out and duct taped the inside and the outside, and we used that above ground pool for the rest of the summer before we had to throw it away. So you can patch up your pool liners with it. If you're hiking, wearing pants, duct tape your pants to your shoes, keep the ticks out, mosquitoes, things like that. Here's a little tip that I learned from my neighbor. we had a problem with hose thieves. They were stealing our water hoses for some reason. You know, I mean, you go spend $30–40 on a water hose and it's gone the next week. That just kind of irks your nerves. So we were having to take our water hose off our spigot and put it inside when we were done with it. And I was getting old. So I was talking to one of my neighbors, and he said that he had an old hose that was full of holes, and he just, you know, had duct tape on it, and nobody's ever messed with it. So we got to thinking. We took our new hose and wrapped a couple pieces of duct tape here and there throughout it to make it look like it was punctured. Nobody's even touched that hose since. They think it's, you know, they think it's full of holes. They don't want it. So, you know, goodbye to the hose thieves. You can use it as a quick seal on like your car's windows. If you have a leaky window and you need to get it fixed, don't have the money, seal it up with some duct tape. It ain't gonna hurt anything. You can use it to clean your Velcro, like on your gun cases, things like that. Anything that uses Velcro, you just use it like you would a lint roller. Speaking of that, you can use it to get lint off of your clothes as well. You can use it as a like a band-aid, you know, protect a injury. If you get cut or gashed out when you're hiking or at your job site or whatever, and you can't seek medical assistance and you don't have a first aid kit, just put a piece of duct tape over it. It'll keep the germs out. Now you're going to want to take that off as quick as possible and get it cleaned up and do what you have to do, but in the meantime it'll keep the germs out and it'll keep the skin held together if it's a deep gash. Now this next thing, I've never tried it before, but I've done a lot of research on it, and there's statistics and there's numbers, and I kind of put it together as best as I could. Duct tape for warts. It's been disputed for a long time. People say it works, people say it don't, and it may seem strange, but medical studies show that patients that cover their warts with duct tape every day for a month, 85% of them seen a reduction in that wart. Now that compares to only 60% reduction in patients who use cryotherapy, you know, where the dermatologist freezes the wart. That's 60% see reduction, 85% see reduction with duct tape. So take it with that. We're going to leave this out on just a little fun fact about duct tape. Did you know that there's enough duct tape sold each year to make a duct tape rope that extends all the way to the moon? Yeah, I found that one kind of iffy, but I seen it and looked it up in a couple different places, and both places said the same thing, so I just put it in there as a fun fact. That's going to be it for this one. I think the next one we do is going to be either aluminum foil or vegetable oil, one or the other. So we'll get that video out as quick as we can. Thanks for watching.